year 2000. Shots here of David and Mike knocking up before the tennis final. In the far distance, you might be able to discern Gillian and Kira. It's serving. The second set now. Not a very good one. Better, David. Good. Yeah, well played, David. Mike serving now. Had luck. Playing much better now. Good point.
Good morning. We've got through another year.
Good. Yeah. Play, David. Bird's eye view. Panorama. Right. Yep. Have a little go. Well, the final result was 6-4, 6-2, but a very good game anyway. Nobody disgraced themselves there. And it's all now it's lunchtime. Autographed a little bit.
Is also leaving Bryanston at the end of the return. Sure, this is the right thing to do and the right context in which to do it. Physically, and this is, in many cases, the fullest manifestation of the family. Though I hope that mentally or spiritually we can reach further out to all those who have an affection for this place and its people, to bring them together as friends and in a sense of belonging. One of the difficulties, though, of formalised thanks or thanking people in groups is that the individual is not given his or her due. That, though, is the whole purpose of management, to give everyone their due. There's been much talk of independent education recently. A government whose watchword is education, 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 and which has embraced partnership with the non-maintained sector, is nevertheless worried by elitism. One example of partnership that is not much emphasised is the adoption by the DFE of ideas and practices pioneered in independent schools. Bryanston is, and always has been, a progressive school, and it's interesting to see the latest sixth form initiatives coinciding with our well-established majority practice of doing more than 3 A-levels. And it is possible that extracurricular, as well as curricular breadth, may be endorsed by validating the things people do, such as art, music, drama, games, community service, outdoor pursuits, and young enterprise, within the context of key skills, the latest educational attributes to be extracted, analysed, and prepared for measurement. I want now to break off and hand out the Duke of Edinburgh Gold Awards and the Harvard book. The Duke of Edinburgh Gold Awards represent a very, very high standard of achievement indeed. These are examples of the very best young people in this country. They reach the highest standard through great application, through talent, and through teamwork. They represent key skills, they embody key skills, to the very best possible extent. So if they would like to come up and receive these. I'm not proud. I've got a list of little notes.
Charlie's Art and Crafts for Art, Tillinghorn Cooper and Sarah Montgomery, and for Craft, Julietta Verdon Rowe. Thomson Prize for Geography Fieldwork, Catherine Cryan, and the Geography Prize, Sam Dean.
Which the rough-fed Runyon cries. Her husband to a leper gone, master of the tiger, but in a sieve of the sail like a rat without a tail. I'll do, and I'll do.
I'll give thee a wind.
Thou art kind.
And I another.
I myself have all the elements, and the very thoughts they blow, all the quarters that they know in the shipman's cars. I'll drain him dry as hay. Sleep shall neither
Show me.
Here I have a pilot's thumb, wrecked at home at heated hub. A drum, Macbeth doth come. With sisters, hand in hand, coasters of sea and land, thus to go about, thrice to dine, and thrice to mine, and thrice again to make up nine. Peace, the charm is wound up.
So foul and fair a day I have not seen.
How far is called to forest? What are these? So withered and so wild in their attire, that look not like the inhabitants of the earth, and yet are on. Live you, or are you aught that man may question? You seem to understand me, by each at once her choppy finger laying upon her skinny lip. You should be women, and yet your beards forbid me to interpret that you are so.
Speak, if you can. What are you?
All hail Macbeth, hail to thee, Thane of Glomis.
All hail Macbeth. Hail to thee, Thane of Cawdor. All hail Macbeth, that shalt be king hereafter.
Good sir, why do you start and seem to fear things that do sound so fair? In the name of truth, i.e. fantastical, or that indeed which outwardly ye show, my noble partner, you greet with present grace, and great prediction of noble having, and of royal hope that he seems wrapped with all. To me you speak not. If you can look into the seeds of time, and say which grain will grow, and which will not, speak then to me, who neither beg nor fear your favours nor your hate.
Hail, 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 lesser than Macbeth and greater.
Not so happy, yet much happier. Thou shalt get kings, though thou be none. So all hail Macbeth and Banquo.
Banquo Macbeth, all hail.
Stay, you imperfect speakers. Tell me more. By Silo's death, I know I am Thane of Glamis. But how of Cawdor? The Thane of Cawdor lives, a prosperous gentleman. And to be king stands not within the prospect of belief, no more than to be Cawdor. Say from whence you owe this strange intelligence, or why upon this blasted heath you stop our way with such prophetic greeting. Speak, I charge you!
The earth hath bubbles as the water hath, and these are of them. Whither are they vanished?
Christ the brinded cat hath mew.
Thrice and once the hedge pit wine.
Harpier cries, 'tis time, 'tis time. Round about the cauldron go, in the poisoned entrails grow. Toad, that under cold stone, days and nights has 31 sweltered venom sleeping got, boil thou first in the charmed pot.
Double, double, toil and trouble, fire burn and cauldron bubble. Fillet of a fenny snake, in the cauldron boil and bake. Eye of newt and toe of frog, wool of bat and tongue of dog, adder's fork and blind worm's sting, lizard's leg and howlet's wing, for a charm of powerful trouble, like a hell broth boil and bubble. Double, double, toil and trouble, fire burn and cauldron bubble. Scale of dragon and tooth of wolf, witch's mummy, moor and gulf with a rabin salt sea shark. Root of hemlock digged in the dark. Liver of blaspheming Jews. Gall of goat and slips of yew, slivered in the moon's eclipse. Nose of Turk and Tartar's lips. Finger of burst-strangled babe, ditch delivered by a drab. Make the gruel thick and slab. Add thereto a tiger's children, for the ingredients of our cauldron. Double, double, toil and trouble, fire, burn, and cauldron bubble. Cool it with a baboon's blood, then the charm is firm and good. By the pricking of my thumbs, something wicked this way comes. Open, locked, whoever knocks.
How now, you secret black and midnight hags? What is't you do?
A deed without a name.
I conjure you by that which you profess, howe'er you come to know it. Answer me to what I ask you.
Speak,
Demand.
we'll answer. Say if thou dost rather hear it from our mouths, or from our masters.
Call them, let me see 'em.
For in Sal's blood that have eaten her 9 sparrows, grease that sweatens when a murderer's gibbet, throw into the flame.
Come high or low, thyself and office deftly show.
Tell me, thou unknown power.
He knows thy thoughts, hear his speech, but say thou not. Macbeth, Macbeth, Macbeth. Beware Macduff, beware the Thane of Fight. Dismiss me, enough.
Whate'er thou art, for thy good caution thanks. Thou hast taught my fear aright. But one word more.
Speak. He will not be commanded. Here's another. Macbeth, Macbeth, Macbeth.
But thy 3 ears I'd hear thee.
Be bloody bold and resolute. Laugh to scorn the power of man. For none of woman born shall harm Macbeth.
Then live, Macduff. What need I fear of thee? And yet I'll make assurance double sure, and take a bond of fate. Thou shalt not live, that I may tell pale-hearted fear lies, and sleep in spite of thunder. What is this that rises like the issue of a king, and wears upon his baby brow the round and top of sovereignty?
Listen, but speak not to it.
Macbeth shall never vanquished be, until great Burnham Wood, to high Dunsinane Hill, shall come against him.
That will never be! Who can impress the forest? Bid the tree outfix his earthbound root. But my heart throbs to know one thing. Shall Banquo's issue ever reign in this kingdom?
Seek no more.
I will be satisfied! Deny me this and an eternal curse fall on you! Let me know! Let this pernicious hour stand I accursed in the calendar. Come in with that there.
What is your grace's will?
Saw you the weird sisters?
No, my lord.
Came they not by you?
No, indeed, my lord.
Infected be the air whereon they ride, and damned be those that trust them. I did hear the galloping of horses. Who else came by?
'Tis 2 or 3, my lord. They bring you word. Macduff is fled to England.
Fled to England?
Aye, my good lord.
Time, thou anticipatest my dread exploits.
Is that close? How came she by this light? Why, it stood by her. She has light by her continually. 'Tis her command. You see, her eyes are roving. Aye, but their sense is shut. What is it she does now? How she rubs her hands? It is an accustomed action with her to seem thus washing her hands. I've known her continue in this a quarter of an hour.
Yet here's the sport.
Ha! She speaks. I will set down what comes from her to satisfy my remembrance more strongly.
Out, damn sport! Out, I say! 1, 2. Why then, 'tis time to do it. Hell is murky. Fie, my lord, fie. A soldier and a fierce. What need we fear who knows it, when none can call our power to account? Yet who would have thought the old man to have had so much blood in him?
Do you mark that?
The Thane of Fife had a wife. Where is she now? What? Will these hands ne'er be clean? No more of that, my lord, no more of that. You are all this for starting.
Go to, go to. You have known what you should not.
She has said what she should not. I'm sure of that. Heaven knows what she has known.
Here's the smell of blood still. All the perfumes of Arabia will not sweeten this little hand. Oh.
What a sigh is there. The heart is sorely charged.
I would not have a heart in my bosom for the dignity of the whole body.
Well, well, well.
Pray God it be, sir.
This disease is beyond my practice. Yet I have known those who have walked in their sleep and died holily in their beds.
Wash your hands. Put on your nightgown. I look not so pale. I tell you yet again, Banquo's buried. He cannot come out on his grave.
Even so.
To bed, to bed, to bed. There's a knocking at the gate. Come, 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 come. Give me your hand. What's done cannot be undone. To bed, to bed, to bed.
Will she go now to bed?
Directly.
Foul whisperings are abroad. Unnatural deeds do breed unnatural troubles. Infected minds to their death pillows discharge their secrets. More need she the divine than the physician. God forgive us all. Look after her. Remove from her the means of all annoyance, and still keep eyes upon her. So, good night. My mind she has mated, and amazed my sight. I think, but dare not speak.
Good night, good doctor.
Make all our trumpets speak. Give them all breath, those clamorous harbingers of blood and death. I cannot fly, but fair like I must fight the course. What's he that was not born of woman? Such a one am I to fear, or none.
What is thy name?
Thou'lt be afraid to hear it.
No, thou callest thyself a hotter name than any in hell.
My name's Macbeth.
The devil himself could not pronounce a title more hateful to mine ear.
No, nor more fearful.
Thou liest with my sword or bruise the lie thou speakest.
Dost thou yield?
Never targe!
Thou wast born of woman, but some turn of all men else I have avoided thee. But get thee back! My soul is too much charged in blood of thine already. I have no words. My voice is in my sword. Thou bloody villain, than terms can give thee out. thou losest labour. I bear a charmed life, which must not yield to one of woman born.
Despair thy charm, and let the angel whom thou still hast served tell thee, Macduff was from his mother's womb, untimely ripped.
Accursed be the tongue that tells me so, for it hath cowed my better part of man. And be these juggling fiends no more believed, that palter with us in a double sense, that keep a word of promise to our ear, then break it to our hope. I'll not fight with thee.
Then yield thee, coward, and live to be the show and gaze of the time. We'll have thee, as our rarer monsters are, painted upon a pole and underwrit. Here may you see the tyrant.
I will not yield to kiss the ground before young Malcolm's feet. Though Burnham would be come to Dunsinane, and thou opposed being of no woman born, yet I will try the last. Lay on, Macduff, and damn be he that first cries, "Hold enough!" Ah!
For so thou art. The usurper's cursed head is off. The time is free. Hail, King of Scotland! Hail, King of Scotland!
We shall not spend a large expense of time before we reckon with your several loves, and make us even with you. My thanes and kinsmen, henceforth be earls, the first that ever Scotland in such an honour named. What's more to do, which would be planting newly with the time, as calling home our exiled friends abroad, that fled the snares of watchful tyranny, producing forth the cruel ministers of this dead butcher, and his fiend-like queen, who, as 'tis thought, by self and violent hands took off her life. This, and what needful else that calls upon us by the grace of grace, we will perform in measure, time and place. So thanks to all at once, and to each one, whom we invite to see us crowned as Scone.
Passengers.
You know, like they have a knuckle there too. They have a knuckle there too.
Sim, stand there then. Don't move. Don't move at all. An inch. Sorry, the signal box.
Yeah, just make sure they sweep the side.
Are you going to stay here? Because if I
Now move. Move well to Kentish Sussex.
I've never done that.
What's that going to cost him? It's already cost £100. He's still not out of jail? Well, he's on probation at the moment. Can't find my brother. There he is. What was that?
Different now. We're up in Charaja land, about to embark on our hash-stroke rafting trip. Promises to be fabulous. I'm just going to pan round now to the left, and we can see some of the river that we're no doubt going to be going down in an hour or two's time. Some of the white water. the other direction. Good morning, Hadley. Morning. The morning after the night before. Ash. We're now in our village. See what's going on downstairs. Morning all.
Morning.
How about Baggy? How about Baggy? Couple of crates of beer here and there. Morning, Mrs. Arnold. Morning, Nick.
Good morning, John.
It's a rafting site. Here comes a heavy get. Lady in town. Motoring point outside that tree. We're open country and we can see the river. There it is. Okay, pretty impressive rain. Good morning. Obviously pumping the rocks up. And hard, nobody else's. What are we going into? How's local Hilton, sir?
Yeah, wonderful.
Pretty good. Up to normal standards.
So nice, you've got everything.
Yeah.
Big bugs.
No extra charge. We've arrived. We've been to our new accommodations, new camp, after the most amazing run down the river. Ross taking a well-earned rest too. Will shortly be served. And 2 hungry customers to boot. How our provisions arrive by horseback. Completely transformed river, virtually flooding the main camp, and far too high for us to raft on. Just on a little promontory now, and amazingly it's not been actually inundated, but pretty close run thing. Everybody's now waiting for breakfast. Yesterday there was a beach some way underneath these trees where we had the raft beach. Now, different story altogether. Absolutely piling through. Going through the gorge ahead. And you can see what that looks like. Andy and Julian picking up a bit. In the meantime, we will wait.